the art of chasing does not exist anymore. The art of proper courting a woman does not exist anymore.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I just want to feel
like
desired.
A girl, feminine. I want to feel like the feminine energy, not the masculine energy.
And I'll tell you this. I want to feel like if he has me, his eyes aren't wandering, if there's something better. I want him to be like, whoa, you are it. That's fucking amazing. And that's it. I just want to, you know what I want? My type of guy, call me back. That's all I want.
No, wait, call you back.
Okay, so here's, I'm actually writing a book about a lot of the things that you just said. And the energy, I think, to give off, to get that, because it is rare, but it's out there, is you are lucky to be in my presence. I still, we've known each other since we were 12, give off that energy. Like, if you go away from me, like, you don't get access to this.
Yes.
You don't get access to this personality. You don't get access to these boobs. You don't get access to this witty, funny, charming personality. They should be so lucky.
Men are born hunter-gatherers. They are literally the lion looking for prey. And if you're just the gazelle that walks into his mouth, he's not going to want it because he didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to try for it. There's no effort that he had to put in. And I want to be a sprinting gazelle. I don't want to walk right in there.
And this is the thing. I have to say that Sistina and I were very masculine in our career. So we're very much someone that loves to be go-getters. We love to plan things. We are the loudest usually in the room with our friends. We have the most jokes. We like to just hold an audience. But when it comes to a relationship, we want that to be taken away from us and have a guy be in control. And so I think that's been the hardest part, is a lot of these guys that we go on dates with, they forget the balance and the dynamic, and they kind of give it to us. And unfortunately, it's easy for us to take it.
Notice how they don't list off a single damn thing he gets in return. If that's not a red flag, we don't know what is. Anyways, who wants to chase a bill and demands?
I don't understand why men of nowadays are no longer resilient with chasing women. If a woman gives them their number and they call the woman and she doesn't pick, let's say she was at work, that's it. He's no longer going to call you again. I want to understand what has changed. Back in the day, if you meet a beautiful woman and you like her, you get her number from her. She might prove hard at first, but you strike a very good conversation. You get her number. Immediately you get home. That day, you are calling her, hey, what's up? How are you doing? You really made me smile. You know, I think we should get to speak more and get to know ourselves. You chat her up every morning before you go to work. You call her in the evening when you come back from work. You continuously keep on talking to her. You try to ask her to get on a date with you. She might give you some excuses here and there, but men have always been known to be chasers, to pursue women. Now, when I say pursue women, I don't mean the toxic type where the woman does not care about you. She blatantly doesn't want you and you're still pursuing. No, you can see that this woman has some interest in you. She's missed your call maybe once or twice and you just give up. I don't understand why men of nowadays no longer chase women, especially black men raised abroad. Black men in the UK, I don't know about America, but black men in the UK do not chase women. A woman wants to feel needed. She wants to feel wanted. Forget about this equality nonsense. A man should chase a woman. You get her number, you call her, check in on her. Even when she misses your call, you call her. Be agile, chase a woman. Let her wake up to seeing your missed calls. At some point, you don't have to care if she's reciprocating, because at that point, you are the one that likes her. So what you're trying to do is bring her to a point where she pays attention to you, and then she will now like you. I'm not saying chase women who don't like you, but as a man who's chasing a woman, you need to understand that there is that window period where you might have to almost do all of the work, do most of the calling, do most of the checking in, do most of the planning of the date, try to get her to meet you and all of that stuff. It is normal. It is not. This is how life used to be. I don't understand why men are just sitting down and expecting women to call them. If a woman misses their call only once, they give up, they delete their numbers. What is going on? What's happening? You can't tell me that no woman is worth your time and your energy to chase her. You can't tell me that. Yes, there are a few not okay women, but there are still lots of women that deserve to be chased and pursued. So what is going on?
Don't waste your life chasing after women. This has ruined many kings. Chasing is a losing mentality in 2025.
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying, nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because they feel like they can. It's like women need to pick a lane. Like, you cannot be a 304 and a housewife. Y'all be talking about how y'all want to get tricked on and y'all don't care what men think, but then in the same breath, y'all talk about how y'all want to be taken care of and y'all want to be provided for. Like, y'all delusional. Like, y'all part of the problem. Like, men change because women change. Like, y'all not like y'all was back in the day at all.
What will the man get after chasing? You don't even get exclusivity. She's still available to everyone.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore. They don't really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing? Now it's like role reversal where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy and chasing him. That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't put in effort anymore or don't care to put in effort. And a relationship won't work unless the guy likes the girl just a tiny little bit more. He has to like her just the tiniest bit more for it to work in the long haul. So it would make sense if a guy really wanted to get to know you, that he would go leaps and bounds to get to know you. And when did that shift? Because back in my mom's era, if a guy wanted to take you out on a date, he had to go up to you, he had to get your number, he had to go through lengths to try to talk to you, even if you weren't interested at first. How my parents met? They met at a bar, and my dad asked for my mom to dance, and my mom was like, get out of here. She wanted nothing to do with him. If he had just left and listened to her, they would have never gotten married, they would have never had kids. But he was persistent. He wanted to take her out on a date so badly. He was like, what do I have to do to take you out on a date? She was working late their first date, so he went to her work, picked her up, prepped a dinner, took her to a park, just planned the whole thing. He wrote her poetry. He was yearning. How my aunt and my uncle met. My aunt was a dancer on a cruise ship, and he was the photographer. And he was persistent. She overheard him one night saying to his buddy, he was like, I'm gonna marry that girl. He had just met her. And now they're married, and they have 2 kids together. I don't hear anything like that now. Now we're praising eye contact. Now we're praising if a guy held a door open to us and smiled. That is what we're praising. It feels so backwards. I just wonder when it shifted, because I feel like that is the whole downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone now, because men just don't care anymore.
How about you ask the bear? We can put in 1000% effort and you ladies will still say it's the bare minimum.
So, what do you personally think is wrong with dating today?
I feel like they give up princess treatment, like they're not men.
You said princess treatment?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like men need princess treatment?
Like they don't want to be like men, you know?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No more men?
I think the problem is that men like to be petty and sassy, and they wait for you to text them first.
Yeah.
They wait for you to slide up on their stories, and it's like, I'm the girl, so I'm not gonna do that, so we're not gonna go anywhere.
All right, tell your man slay queen. Yeah. All right. Yeah, what do you think?
I think that social media just sets super unrealistic standards for relationships, and like it puts everything up. So yeah, men suck. I think social media just like puts like them in a whole other world, like bro.
I mean, y'all are pretty good looking. You guys look amazing. So I'm pretty sure that you guys get hella DMs. Yeah?
I can't say because
Yeah, I can't say.
Can't say, huh? Okay. And one last question for you guys. Why don't men chase anymore?
Because they're girls. They want to be girls.
Because men think they're the prize now, but I don't know.
Okay.
I agree.
Right?
I agree
I don't
with
know.
both. Yeah, they think they're all that. They're not.
What's your names?
Alani,
Naomi,
Ruby.
Okay. And where are y'all from?
We're from like the IE. Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop being bitches. Yeah.
Be a man.
Be a man.
For them. All right. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wait, where can we find you?
Women don't want to be women either now. And here they are expecting us to be simps. They are mad that they are losing their power over men, as men of value are finding out they are the prize. Pretty women are mass-produced.
When you say I don't chase women, my first initial thought is, well, then go find your man. You likely aren't making plans. You aren't initiating conversation. Your text messages are really dry. What are you doing? Are you wanting the woman to chase you? Because if that's the case, then you probably aren't even into women. You're probably into men. I just don't get it when men say things like this. You probably don't text first in the morning. You don't say good morning. You don't say good night. You don't check in. Like, you want to be single. That's what you should be. If you're not pursuing a woman, then you want to be a woman. Like, this is the problem with guys nowadays. They're so fucking feminine that they want the women to do their job. No.
Ever stop to realize men aren't props for your ego? We're not here to chase you, entertain you, or worship your filters. Dating isn't life's purpose, sweetheart. Some of us are too busy building empires rather to chase. Botox and baggage pretending to be high value.
Not picking on you per se, but I think the term high value was invented to manipulate people, and let me explain why. So the whole high value thing came to be, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, from Red Pill content, where a bunch of men came together and decided what was a high value woman and what was a high value man. Now, second became these dating women coaches, which, by the way, I think it's all BS. So let me put it out. And they decided to pander to women by saying high value women do this, high value women do that. And then men are going, high value men do this, high value. And then everybody thinks that they're better than everybody else. It's an entitled mindset, and it is used to manipulate you. There was a whole thing where it's like, I think Kevin Samuels was the one. I can't stand that man. He is gone off of this earth, but I believe he might have been one of the first ones to do this whole high value thing. Like, single moms don't have value, promiscuous women don't have value. And while you can argue that those things might deem you less desirable to the 1% men, which is fine, because if you are a 1% man, you probably have tons of options. And maybe you don't need to date a single mom. That's not saying that 1% men don't find single moms attractive either. But I think when someone says that high value men don't chase, they attract, I think that's silly. High value, if there's a such thing as high value men, because I think that's stupid, like I said, then I think a high value man would be more of a traditional alpha male, and he would pursue, not chase. And I think that a lot of men fail to realize that pursuing and chasing are two different things. Any man who's called themselves high value is nobody I want. I'm just being honest. Like, they're usually arrogant. They're usually misogynistic. A real man, a real even alpha male doesn't go around calling himself an alpha. He doesn't call himself high value. He lives his life in a quiet confidence. He is not turned off by a woman that maybe isn't perfect. He goes for the quality of the human rather than their circumstances. And that's what I think to be a true high value man. Same for a woman. If a woman goes around calling herself high value and says, I'm not going to date a guy who makes under six figures, I'm not dating a guy who's under 6'4", I think that is a form of insecurity. This is just me being honest. These are my opinions. I just think it's so subjective what someone values. And the whole dating coach culture and the whole red pill culture of women and men being high value has made everybody entitled and narcissistic and selfish. And nobody even knows what a quality human is, because they're so obsessed with themselves that they don't even know what a quality human is. This is a tangent. It's not really about you, but it made me think about this topic. Okay.
Well, Kevin Samuels was right.
I made a video saying, if a man doesn't chase women, what does he chase? Dick? It was a serious question, but then a bunch of angry men got in the comment sections, wrote their opinions, which is completely fair, which is completely fine, but now it's my turn. So when I say chase women, I'm sorry for not being more specific. I will take full accountability, because I know when talking to men, you have to be very, very specific. So I know this, I should know better. But what I really meant is being more persistent, deciding, you know what, this is the woman I like, and if she doesn't text me back, then I'm going to send a double text, right? I'm going to do a little chasing because she's the woman, and I'm not going to sit up here and try to match her energy because she is a woman and I am a man, right? So maybe if I don't get a text back, instead of waiting, call her. You know, maybe I could show some consistency. That's more so what I meant. But because I know men are scary creatures that do scary things to women, I know why it got blown out of context, because when you guys hear chase women, you think of actually chasing down a woman that's showing absolutely no interest in you and wants to be left the fuck alone. The second comment that I saw that was very common is that you guys don't chase women because you're chasing money. And all I'm gonna say about that is you're a fucking liar. And even if you are, you know, chasing it, a lot of the comments I saw is like, oh, well, if a woman really likes you, you don't have to chase her. Well, the money must not like you then, because it's fucking running way faster than you ever could.
If we chase you, it's a problem. If we don't chase you, it's a problem. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.